This is not just a table. It is a masterpiece that breathes life into the very essence of nature and craftsmanship. Just look at it. A stunning combination of raw organic form and intricate woodworking art, captured in a single bold statement piece. The first thing that draws your eye is the table's natural edge, unrefined, untouched by artificial lines. It preserves the character of the wood itself. You can feel the history of the tree, the rings of time, the story of growth embedded within its surface. It takes immense vision and skill to respect and elevate such organic forms into functional art. Now, shift your gaze to the tabletop itself. The circular cross-sections of various wood species, meticulously arranged in a mosaic pattern, create a mesmerizing visual flow. Each slice tells its own tale, some with tight grain, others with bold, sweeping rings. The resin that flows between them serves not only to protect, but to unify the composition, like rivers of glass weaving through a forest of wood. And that finish, oh, that finish. The surface gleams like still water at sunrise. The deep gloss allows the natural colors, honeyed golds, rich chestnuts, earthy browns, to leap out with vibrant clarity. You can almost imagine running your hand across it and feeling the warmth of nature captured in resin and timber. What truly elevates this table is its base. Instead of a traditional structure, it rests upon a rugged organic root system, a bold choice that connects the functional object back to its wild origins. The contrast between the polished tabletop and the earthy base creates a visual dialogue between refinement and raw beauty. This is the kind of piece that transforms a space. It's not just a table. It's a conversation starter, a legacy piece. Imagine it in a home, a studio, a gallery, commanding attention, inviting curiosity. It speaks of patience, respect for nature, and the dedication of the artist. If this piece speaks to you as it speaks to me, make sure you subscribe to Wood Carving Artist. This is exactly the kind of art we celebrate and bring to life on this channel. Every table, on vase or sculpture featured here carries the soul of both the wood and the artist who shaped it. Now take a moment to really appreciate the level of craftsmanship here. Notice how the artist preserved the imperfections in the wood, the cracks, the burls, the subtle shifts in color, and turned them into features, not flaws. This philosophy, embracing nature as it is at the heart of true woodworking artistry. If you enjoy seeing creations like this, where natural beauty meets masterful design, don't hesitate. Hit that subscribe button for Wood Carving Artist. There's an entire world of woodworking art waiting to be explored, and I promise, each piece will inspire you in new ways. And one last thought. What would you pair with this table? A set of handcrafted chairs? A minimalist space to let the table shine? A rustic environment, rich with textures? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear how you'd style this masterpiece. Thank you for being part of the Wood Carving Artist community. If you haven't yet, now is the perfect time to subscribe and join us on this journey of celebrating the timeless beauty of wood and craftsmanship. This is not just a vase. It is a true celebration of nature's beauty and masterful craftsmanship. Look at it. The rich, flowing patterns of the wood, polished to a deep, almost liquid gloss. It draws the eye instantly, and the longer you gaze at it, the more you begin to appreciate its depth and complexity. The first thing that strikes me is the contrast of colors. The dark, almost chocolate tones flow seamlessly into golden honey hues. It feels as if the wood itself is telling a story of time, of growth, of life beneath the bark. You can see where the natural grain swirls and twists, each movement frozen in time, now captured forever in this piece of art. Crafting a vase like this is no simple task. It requires not only technical skill with tools and materials, but also vision and patience. The artist must read the wood, must understand its potential and its limitations. Every turn of the lathe must be precise, every cut deliberate, every polished layer carefully applied. This vase is the product of countless hours of dedication. The glossy finish is extraordinary. It brings the wood to life, enhancing the depth of color and grain. It creates a mirror-like surface that almost invites you to reach out and touch it. And I encourage you to imagine how this vase would look in your home, placed in the center of a table, catching light from a nearby window. It would transform any space with warmth and elegance. If you enjoy seeing the soul of wood revealed in such breathtaking pieces, I invite you to subscribe to Wood Carving Artist. On this channel, we showcase works just like this, crafted by passionate artists who know how to listen to the wood and who pour their heart into every creation. You'll gain a whole new appreciation for the art of wood carving and turning. Now, let's look closer at the shape of this vase. It is perfectly balanced, the gentle curve of the body, the slight inward turn near the neck, the broad lip that crowns the piece. It speaks of timeless design principles, harmony, proportion, flow. And yet the natural grain makes each section unique. No two vases will ever be exactly alike. Notice, too, the small details, the subtle ridges around the neck and base, adding texture and visual interest. The precision of the turning, ensuring perfect symmetry despite the natural variation in the wood. This is craftsmanship at its finest, where art meets engineering, and the result is a piece that will be admired for generations. I hope you're enjoying this journey through fine woodworking with us. If this vase has inspired you, if you've felt the beauty of wood speaking through this creation, please take a moment to subscribe to Wood Carving Artist. There is so much more to come, and I would love for you to be part of our growing community of wood art enthusiasts. And one more thing, imagine this vase in different contexts, as a standalone sculpture, holding dried flowers or branches, part of a rustic modern interior, or in a minimalist setting where its beauty can truly shine. The possibilities are endless. This is a versatile piece that carries both aesthetic and emotional value. So once again, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Wood Carving Artist now. Join us in celebrating the timeless allure of wood and the artists who bring it to life. Every vase, every sculpture, every table is a new adventure, and I can't wait to share the next one with you. Star. Sometimes, a piece of wood art doesn't just surprise you, it delights you. And this vase is a perfect example. The moment you lay eyes on it, you're greeted with an unexpected play of colors and textures. The contrast between the natural wood grain and the bold yellow and deep earthy tones gives this piece a character all its own. It's cheerful, it's bold, and it shows just how versatile wood can be when placed in the hands of a creative artist. One of the things I love most about this vase is how it celebrates imperfection. The cracks, the knots, the uneven grain. Instead of hiding these elements, the artist embraces them. The wood is alive with its own story, and the bursts of yellow color only enhance this sense of energy. It's almost as if the vase is smiling at you, inviting you to take a closer look. And take a closer look we must. Notice the deliberate balance in the design. The symmetry of the vase's form contrasts beautifully with the unpredictable natural patterns of the wood. This is a conversation between the artist's control and the wild beauty of nature. The choice to highlight parts of the piece with bright, saturated color, especially the bold yellow, brings a modern, joyful twist to a traditional form. At Wood Carving Artist, we always aim to showcase works that do more than just impress technically. We love pieces that stir emotion and imagination. And this vase does exactly that. If you're someone who appreciates the unexpected in design, or who loves to see wood treated as both a canvas and a sculptural medium, then you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe to Wood Carving Artist so you never miss out on incredible pieces like this one. Now, let's talk about craftsmanship. It takes tremendous skill to achieve this kind of finish. The artist had to carefully turn the vase to achieve its perfect proportions, all while respecting the integrity of the wood. Then, the surface was treated and polished to reveal its natural beauty. But not just that. The addition of bold color elements required a confident artistic vision and perfect execution to ensure they integrate seamlessly with the rest of the piece. This is not merely a decorative object. It's a statement piece. Imagine placing it in your home, on a table, on a shelf, in a sunlit corner. It would draw the eye immediately, becoming a point of conversation. Its cheerful energy would uplift the entire space. Pieces like this remind us that wood carving is not confined to the past. It is a living, evolving art form that can speak to modern tastes and playful creativity. If you're enjoying this kind of vibrant woodworking art, you'll love what we have coming next. Subscribe to Wood Carving Artist now. Our channel is filled with masterful carvings, surprising designs, and the stories behind each unique creation. Join a growing community of people who celebrate the magic of wood transformed by human hands. Finally, let's consider the deeper meaning of this piece. In many ways, it represents a dialogue between tradition and innovation. The shape of the vase is classic, but the color and finish make it modern. The rawness of the natural grain meets the bold confidence of man-made pigments. It's a joyful fusion, a reminder that art doesn't have to be bound by expectations. It can be fun, it can be daring, it can surprise us. So I encourage you, if this vase brought a smile to your face, if it inspired you or made you curious about the possibilities of wood art, hit that subscribe button to Wood Carving Artist. There is a whole world of creativity out there waiting to be explored, and we would love to take you along for the journey. Every new piece is a new adventure, and I can't wait to share the next one with you. Star.